This looks like a normal playthrough of Pikmin 1, right? Well, we already got the water dumper beside the onion, and the dwarf ball bear back there. I think I might have gotten the wrong copy of Pikmin 1. And I've already gotten Pikmin Extinction on the first day. We haven't even gotten our first ship part yet. How are we meant to escape? How is that even possible? Let's also forget the fact that this is daytime. Today, we're going to play the Pikmin Randomizer, made by Minty Mio. About almost a year ago, I have streamed myself playing the Pikmin Randomizer. I'm horrible at Pikmin 1, so I wanted to see how it turns out. Surely nothing will happen, right? But before we get into the supercut, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before September, so leaving a like and subscribing will help a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a long time to edit this, and without further ado, let's continue the video. I haven't gotten any ship parts yet, so I can't choose anything besides the impact site. This mod does include Chuggaconroy. Somehow this thing is gonna be our engine. And we got our first ship part. We finally made it to the Forest of Hope, which shouldn't take 2 days. I've checked around the surroundings and couldn't find the smoky frog. I said it too soon. There's already a smoky problem here. I spent a lot of time killing this guy, and he already wiped out my Pikmin. He's just camping under the onion at this point, and we've gotten our second Pikmin extinction on the third day. There's nothing I can do with one Pikmin, so I used Olimar to punch all the enemies to grow more Pikmin. I spent almost half the day doing so before getting the second ship part, the space float. After getting the second ship part, I collected the other ship part beside the tree stump. Thankfully, a fiery blowhog replaced the ball, making my life easier. I spent the rest of the day trying to kill the puffstool to grow more Pikmin and break the gate towards the yellow Pikmin. It took longer than I expected to break down the gate, and somehow there was a snaglet beside the yellow onion. But luckily, I plucked the yellow Pikmin before the 10-second timer ran out. On the 5th day, I continued to find more ship parts in the Forest of Hope, hoping the smoky frog won't show up again. I made a bridge in an attempt to do a trick most Pikmin speedrunners or veterans always do to get the ship part before unlocking the blue Pikmin, but I have yet to master the trick without Wii motion controls. I've killed many Pikmin before I eventually got a singular Pikmin working on the bridge. To prevent another Pikmin extinction, I decided to explore the other side of the map, near the place where I found the yellow onion. I realized the armored cannon beetle was behind the bomb gate after I bombed the gate. I was too lazy to go from the other entrance, so I fought him in such a narrow area for a boss to spawn. It wasn't hard to fight him, but it did take me quite some time to eventually kill him. I can now bring the massage machine back to base. Unfortunately, I forgot the GameCube version instantly kills your Pikmin when they are on fire. So there goes half my yellow Pikmin. I checked the only Pikmin working on the bridge, and he's making a decent progress so far. Before the day ended, I lost a few Pikmin towards the bulb. I bombed the gate near the base, and I ended the day after stopping the Pikmin from continuing on working the bridge. From this day on, things started getting difficult. I continued working on the bridge and killed more Pikmin on the way until I restarted the day. I quickly regretted doing so as I was greeted with a smoky frog. For the longest time, he has stayed under the red onion while I was standing under the yellow onion, trying to grow more Pikmin. Due to the amount of Pikmin I lost, I restarted the day again. So far, the third attempt was my best attempt on this day. Basic enemies spawned behind the bomb gate, so I worked on getting the other ship part near the tree stump. I fought the cannon beetle for the second time. I grabbed the 4th ship part from the Forest of Hope, and everything went according to plan. Except this attempt where I tried bombing the gate. I wasted so many bombs and only 2 of them worked. I tried working on the bridge for the last time, and I have gotten 2 Pikmin working on this bridge, which is a slight improvement from yesterday. On day 7, I unlocked the Forest Naval, so I decided to start my day there. My only goal is to get 1 or 2 ship parts, and most importantly, unlock the blue onion. Not long after, I found the radar and unlocked the blue onion. While growing more blue Pikmin, the ship part animation broke for some reason. I killed the red bug who tried to kill my Pikmin and got another ship part. This made the ship part to day ratio finally match, meaning if I continue to get 1 ship part per day, I will finish the entire game by day 30. The radar helped me a lot, as I don't remember the ship part locations in the forest neighborhood that well. I grabbed the ship part beside the Wollywog area and the pop store area. There's nothing to do besides waiting for the day to end, so I checked what boss appeared in the pop store area and was greeted with a Gulix. In an attempt to break the hard gate, I ignored the cannon beetle until he was preparing to attack. As soon as my Pikmin finished collecting the ship part, I ended the day before killing the cannon beetle. Now that I have the blue Pikmin, I can return to the impact site and grab the final ship part. Before I got it, I spent some time growing more Pikmin, mostly blues. I also found a floating pillar posy. I had to fight the Snagrid to get through the bomb gate. It could be worse, but I'll take it. I was expecting a pearly clamp to appear, but after all, this is a randomizer mod, making the Wollywog replace the clamp. I kind of got jump scared when I broke the smoky prog egg, because the smoke came out, but the smoky prog didn't come out. I continued to grow more Pikmin after killing the Wollywog. By the time I finished cleaning up the entire area, I ended the day before the day ended. I asked chat if I should go to the Forest Navel or the Forest of Hope, and only one picked, and they went with the Forest Navel. There are a few ship parts I needed to collect, which I estimated would take 2 or 3 days to finish. While fighting the Puff Stool, 20 to 30 of my Pikmin disappeared for some odd reason. Maybe due to the crush glitch, I actually have no idea. This part normally has a few fire geysers, but the RNG replaced it with thin air, a sheer wig, a water dumper, and a dwarf ball bear, making this narrow path easy to get through back and forth. I can carry this ship part peacefully without having to switch types of Pikmin after getting it out of the water. This part requires all types of Pikmin to get the ship out at the top of the mountain. This is also fairly easy to get, except the reds are useless due to fire geysers being removed. I quickly grabbed the ship part at the end of the lake, ignoring the fiery blowhog nearby. I didn't have time to fight the boss at the puff stool area, and I didn't have time to get the bombs to fight the BD area. I accidentally woke up BD and he killed nearly 20 of my Pikmin. I ended my stream before the day started and unlocked the distance spring. I came back after a few days. I went back to the Forest of Hope for the last time and collected the 4 remaining parts. Now that I have the blue Pikmin, I can finally break this gate in the lake. I wonder who's camping besides this ship part. I can finally continue building the bridge without having to drown my Pikmin. I quickly grabbed the ship part and avoided this Snagrid from killing all my Pikmin. I also grabbed the ship part near the bridge. I carefully bombed this hard gate as there were sheer grubs around and I didn't want it to recreate a specific incident I made in the past. So far, I collected 3 out of 4 remaining ship parts in just one day. I rushed through this part before I realized I was facing against the Emperor Bullblacks, the final boss of the game. While transporting my Pikmin across this narrow path, almost half my Pikmin perished due to a mistake I could have avoided. I couldn't save them but watched them drown painfully. There was no possible way to fight the Puff Stool and the Emperor Bullblacks in just a short period, so I ended the day. Upon landing, I was greeted with another cannon beetle, this time having the smoky prog around it. Back to getting the final ship part in the Forest of Hope, I met not 1, but 2 puff stools and 2 other Emperor Bullblacks. That is way worse than yesterday. With the raiders' help, I was able to track down which one of these enemies had my ship part, so I wouldn't have to deal with all 3 of these enemies. Unfortunately, one of the Bullblacks had the ship part, but thankfully we're in Forest of Hope, which contained bombs. I quickly lost all the bombs and had to fight him without using bombs, and I lost half my Pikmin. I figured I couldn't deal with this anymore, so I just decided to restart the day. Once I saw the Snagrit and the cannon beetle, I reset it for the second time of the day. The third attempt went smoothly as not many crazy enemies showed up, and I ended up fighting the beady longlegs, which is way better than fighting against the Emperor Bulblacks. The only downside was when I returned to the base, the Smoky Prog was spawn camping my Pikmin, making it impossible for my Pikmin to come out without dying. I ended up losing a lot of yellows because I was fighting Beady in the first Pikmin game with the GameCube controller. As a person growing up with using Wii motion controls, it's an absolute nightmare. After a quarter of the day, I have finally defeated the beady longlegs, which means I have completed the Forest of Hope. Despite the Smoky Prog spawn camping in our base, the Pikmin carrying the final ship part somehow managed to avoid the Smoky Prog. Although I have lost several Pikmin throughout the fight, this marks my first time defeating the Smoky Prog in the entire stream. I've spent the rest of the day growing more Pikmin as usual. I have 3 ship parts left in the Forest Naval. Not sure if I will be able to finish it all, but it's worth a shot. One of them is near the spawn, which is the easiest out of the other 2 we're getting. While getting the bombs for the beady longlegs area, I accidentally bombed my Pikmin. This shows how much I played on the Wii version compared to the GameCube version, as the bombs won't explode when you whistle them after throwing them. I also came across this weird pathing while collecting one of the pellets. Shortly after, my game crashed, causing me to end the stream as I'd had enough Pikmin for the day. I came back 2 days later, and instead of going to the Forest Naval, I went to the Distant Spring. I am somewhat familiar with this map, but one of my least favorite when I first started playing this game. Eventually, I liked this map more than the Forest Naval. The first ship part was easy to get. The cannon beetle is in the water for some reason. The island located at the second ship part is a bit annoying but easy to get through. You don't even need to kill the Bulborg to get past this part. The fire geyser is also in the way, so I had to use the reds instead of the blues. After fighting with the cannon beetle multiple times, he has finally gotten his revenge, killing 50, 60 of my Pikmin! I continued to explore the other side of the map, and the Snagret pegged multiple Pikmin and ate them. I tried ignoring the Snagret and continued to explore more. I remember hating this map because of the amount of bomb gates the map had. Due to the amount of time we had remaining, I made the reds and yellows build one side of the bridge, while the blues worked on the other side of the bridge. Somehow, the Bulborg woke up after hearing the Pikmin getting eaten by the dwarf bullbear, and over half my blues were lost due to this incident. I killed some more enemies so I could grow more blues, as they have suffered the most throughout the day. I also hate the snitch bug in this game. It's almost impossible to get them down until a few more tries. I returned to the Distant Spring for the following day. I bombed the gate near the base and was greeted with 2 more cannon beetle. Even with the amount of bomb rocks, I still couldn't break through the gate. While grabbing more bombs, this Snagret annoys me the most. I tried avoiding it and it kept on eating my Pikmin. I left after getting 4 bombs and continued to bomb the gate. The fiery blowhog was slightly annoying due to the fire hazard being instant kill. Even whistling won't save them from burning. The puff stool was easy to kill, and I got my first ship part. While they work on the gate, I tried looking at the bottom of the map, and there weren't yellow candy pop buds, so we might have a problem transporting yellows towards the island. The ship part was brought back to base, but very close towards the ship, meaning I didn't successfully collected a single ship part during the day. After not making a single progress yesterday, I have made a decent chunk of progress today. I collected the ship part I left on the base yesterday. I also collected the ship part near the bridge, this time being the blowhog instead of the Bulborg, marking this my 20th ship part. I also collected the ship part next to the previous ship part after breaking down the nearby gate. I found a dead wollywog that spawned out of nowhere. I collected my 4th ship part for the day near the gate, and I collected my 5th and final ship part for the day, but I couldn't make it in time. I lost a few Pikmin because they were out of range, but everything else was going smooth as I didn't imagine it would. I tried grabbing the ship part I tried getting yesterday, but I was camped by a snagret. I checked the bottom of the map, and let's just say RNG wasn't on our side, so I restarted the day. I'm glad I restarted the day as the yellow wollywog replaced the snagret, making my life easier. I found a cannon beetle at the bottom of the map, but it's easy to kill him, so I didn't reset. I went to the top of the map and was met by enemies that are barely randomized. The water dumple is still here, and instead of the puffy blowhog, the wollywog is here, which is very easy to deal with. For the second half of the day, I threw my yellow Pikmin onto this island and threw them on the other island to get the ship parts. While being at the bottom of the map, I grabbed another treasure nearby only blues can get. I have just the right amount of yellows to bring the ship part down while also drowning some in the process. Unfortunately, time ran out, so I couldn't carry all the ship parts back in time. But the other ship part arrived at the ship just before the timer ended. I did end up losing one Pikmin because they fell off a ledge. I have accumulated a total of 25 ship parts. I quickly ran back to the bottom of the map to carry the final ship part in the distant spring. Thankfully, none of the bosses spawned and interfered our process of transporting my 25th ship part. I ended the day shortly after the ship part has been transported back to the ship. It has been 5 days since the last time I have been in the Forest Naval. 8 days excluding the failed attempt. I tried getting the guard satellite again. In the Puffstool area, we met the Emperor Bulblax again. This time, instead of getting bombs from the location we found the guard satellite, I got bombs next to the lake. I bombed 2 bomb gates and lost a few Pikmin in the process. I was greeted with the deluxe again and lost a couple more Pikmin. The easiest way to deal a lot of damage to the deluxe is when it stretches and you hit the other part instead of the pearl. I left 6 Pikmin behind the area and it was too late to get them. For the final ship part in the Forest Naval, we found the snagret. Better than the Emperor Bulblax we found yesterday, but I do find the snagret in this game annoying. For some reason, the randomizer decided to put the main engine as the 29th ship part. I watched the ship upgrade and ended the day to go to the final trial. This is the final trial. I wonder what it's gonna look like with the randomizer. There are still fire geysers, but 3 of them were replaced by dwarf bull bear. Pushing the box is still the same as vanilla Pikmin 1, same as building the bridge in the middle. Although the yellow wollywog is at our base, he didn't seem to interfere our progress as much as he usually does. He did try and kill my Pikmin, but failed miserably. Transporting the bomb rocks are also the same. I'm glad I didn't drown any Pikmin as I thought I would, and I didn't lose a single bomb rock. Before I broke the gate towards the final boss entrance, the Smoky Prog is just chilling right in the middle, waiting for us. As I bombed the gate, the Smoky Prog escaped. He tried going for our base, but he was too tall to get through this section. Losing Pikmin in the process doesn't matter, but he moves around too much when you throw a certain amount of Pikmin on him. On second thought, we might have a bit of a problem. He killed almost 90 of my Pikmin. After I killed him, it's finally over. All I need to do is to get more Pikmin to transport the final ship part. If I didn't have 100 Pikmin in the onion, I would probably have to reset the day or carry the Smoky Prog egg after he died. And finally, after many attempts and 19 days later, we have completed the Pikmin Randomizer. This has been a fun challenge, and probably one of the only Pikmin 1 hack out there, making it one of the best Pikmin 1 hack out there. Once again, thank you to Minty Mio for making this hack. It has been amazing. Check out his hack in the description or the pinned comment if you guys are interested for the Pikmin Randomizer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This took me a long time to make this video. I am planning to make similar videos like this in the future, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next video.